Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming one of MHA-NYC's parent coaches, Ms. Jennifer Watkins.
Tonight, we are here to talk about it. The it, of course, is mental health. I would first like to thank the Mental Health Association for providing a space for young adults to receive support in navigating life. When people say life is what you make it, making it is always easier said than done. How can you make it when life gives you eggs that your basket isn't strong enough to handle? Growing up, my inspiration was watching my mother raise 4 children as a single parent while she lived with a physical disability. My mother, Brenda Watkins, pushed through her own hardships and challenges to exude a reflective and supportive model for my siblings and I. As I grew older, it wasn't long before life really began its course, setting hurdles after hurdles my way. It started when my grandparents passed away. Unfortunately, my mother's substance abuse became how she coped. Her experience was my first introduction to what depression looked like. It was a 9-year bout for my mother. Soon after my grandparents died, my father was diagnosed with cancer. As a sophomore in high school, this was something I wanted to be worried by. Watching my father's transition was one of the biggest experiences I would never forget. Life continued to send hurdles. The following forced me to face my biggest inspiration, my mother, grow terminally ill. I was a junior moving into my senior year, and the pressure was on to ensure that I did not fail. Battling anxiety attacks and depression episodes became my personal fight. It's one thing to battle nerves due to standardized tests and deadlines for a paper, but it's nothing compares to that feeling of anxiety when someone interrupts class to tell you, hey, you have a call from home. Thanks to the amazing staff of the Brotherhood Sister Soul, I was able to get the support and advocacy to get me through this process. With their guidance and love, I grew to understand my purpose. After experiencing the loss of my mother, I found that even in my darkest and loneliest moments, I have the ability to be there for others. But of course, life didn't paint that so clearly. I faced more challenges as I transitioned into adulthood. It wasn't until I began my time here at the Mental Health Association that I was given an opportunity to shift into a career path that spoke to me. As a youth advocate for MHA, my role started as simply providing peer support and offering resources. Over time, my dedication grew stronger as I became empathetic and present to youth that felt the same emotions and shared similar experiences as I did at one point in my life. MHA allowed me the opportunity to see the strength in my struggle and be responsive to my kids in a way that made things a little more easy. As an advocate, I provided peer support and resources to youth at MHA's Family Resource Centers. I helped kids who were having trouble, like I had, become connected with mental health services like therapy and case management, as well as other necessary resources like support and skill development groups. Even as I matured, MHA supported me through my transition from youth advocate to family advocacy and becoming a parent coach. Now, I can confidently say that I have the skills to effectively support individuals from various journeys to personal and family triumphs. There's one person in particular that has been a vital part in my journey here at MHA. Angela Mora Vargas, putting you on the spot. Thank you sincerely. From my first email inquiry, you have been nothing but supportive in what it means to be a peer support. Even as I faced more life challenges, you were there in immediate responses that modeled the true meaning of what it means to be there. In closing, to answer my question, how can life be what you make it? I realize that life is what you go through, but it's how you can respond to manage the hurdles and success and who's in your corner to help you cope. Thank you.